Happy last day of January. I am sitting here just getting back from a walk out with my dog in the rain. It was actually really nice. I have not walked all month, and that's scary for me because I had got to the point that I was so consistent in my workouts and then just doing my walks and some sprinting here and there that it was just part of my life. But now I'm out of the loop, man. It's just been cold and snowy, and I would usually spend time on my treadmill, but it broke, and I'm unwilling to buy one right now. For some reason on yesterday's video, I was thinking today would be my weigh-in, but it's gonna be tomorrow. There's something I haven't done for quite a while, and this morning I'm like, man, I'm hungry again. And people are probably tired of me saying I'm hungry myself. But I was thinking how on my walk, do you know what's better than being hungry? Well, I know I can eat food. I have access to food. So keep that in mind. I have access to food. But do you know what's worse than being hungry? Feeling bloated. That sucks too. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my ketones and maybe my blood sugar. My blood sugar might be higher just because I got done exercising. Is a walk really exercise? Yeah, it is. I'm sweating because I'm pushing it, but it's enjoyable. It's like a low stress exercise. I can never open these packets, but I got these hands. Come on, man. Nurse! So I got to get these things ready. Cool, let's smash my finger. See if I get blood and be able to do both. Ketones first. I feel like I should have ketones. That was difficult enough. Okay, buddy. 2, 1, blast off. I have not ate anything but red meat for 31 days. Technically 30 days because I haven't ate anything today. And it's early in the morning. 0.3. Cool. I was hoping to get one and done, but not so much. Dude, that's not enough blood, man. I have all these calluses on my hands and it's hard to get blood to draw. You can do it, buddy. Congratulations. Let's see how my blood glucose is. 109. So elevated, but with exercise, yeah. For some reason, I still have high blood sugar right now, but I'm not sure if it's actually high because of the exercise. But I would like to see it under 100. I try not to get down in the dumps about that. I should check it, one of these days, an hour or so after I get up and just chill and then see what it's at. But when I see numbers like that, I start thinking about finding out that I have type 2 diabetes, and then just some of the ups and downs of going on a carnivore diet and then getting my A1C down to non-diabetic levels, but then battling between is my type 2 diabetes cured, reversed, is it in remission? And through all this time, at least to this point, it almost just seems like I still have problem with insulin resistance. Then you're like, okay, well, how do I fix this? Well, one thing I haven't tried is actually get down under overweight on the diet. Like, just for my build, I have not been able to get down below overweight on the BMI scales. And again, every time I say BMI, I know it's not accurate accounting. But I did do some DEXA scans, and I have a couple of videos of those. Last year I had one and I was at a B+. It's because I was almost an A. And I was maybe 225, 227, not too far off from what I am right now. Yeah, it's always interesting. What is healthy for you? What is healthy for me? What is a healthy weight? What is a good weight? How do you know when you're metabolically healthy? Do some people just have more tendency towards insulin resistance than other people's genetic components? And I've listened to a lot of videos and watched a lot of videos. I've read a bunch of books. I'm on YouTube. I'm trying to be a student of those things. And from what I know, a lot of people know a lot of stuff, but don't know all the stuff. And it is what it is. So I feel good right now. The exercise felt good, other than being hungry, but I'm not bloated. Interestingly enough, my wife has been doing a challenge of her own. She's been mostly eating pork. Tenderloin. But She's told me this morning she's only down 3 pounds this month. But when I'm looking at her and when she looks at herself, she can tell that she is smaller. So it's not just weight. It's just not weight. There's more to it, and I know that for sure. Just with your body will change when it's given adequate building blocks. Yeah, I all of a sudden got more muscular just by eating adequate protein on the carnivore diet, and for my wife, I believe it's the same. I guarantee she feels stronger, and she doesn't lift weights because she's afraid of getting buff. It's like you lift a weight and you're like, bam! How did that happen? If it was like that, we'd have a bunch of jack people running around. I think 500 degrees is a little bit aggressive. I got a leg of lamb that I chopped in slices and just put in the sous vide machine. Throw this bad boy in there. Little smoked salt / love. Hello there. How are you doing? Pretty good. When it comes to this lamb, I had some of this last night too, and yeah, it was okay. It tasted pretty good at first, but then some of the fatty pieces didn't taste that great, and then other ones tasted really good. And it's not that they tasted bad, it was like texturally. So I sous vide this for a few hours already. 130 degrees, should be plenty. My pants are falling off. See that? Without my belt, my pants are falling off. I'm hoping tomorrow to have dropped a little bit more weight, and then it'll be more significant of a number on how much weight I lost this month on Lion Diet. 2 pounds of red meat a day. Technically, this is gonna be a three pound day because I've been hungry, so I'm gonna eat. And it's kind of my little celebration of the end. And if I don't want to eat it all, I won't. But if I do, I will. I am doing a parenting class with my wife that is a 15-week class. We've already had 2 weeks, so we got 13 weeks left. And I was just thinking about my weight, and I've been averaging about 2 pounds of, hopefully just fat loss per week. 2 pounds of fat loss. And I was like, well, I wonder what, if that would continue, which it typically doesn't. It will slow down often. But for the next 13 weeks, I could lose almost another 30 pounds. And I'm like doing the math, I'm like, that's pretty close to my goal of 206. And that being said, strict, make sure I'm tracking my food and trying to hit a goal that I haven't been able to attain. For a lot of people, it's unnecessary. For me, I think I might have broke my body, and this is the only, just with life, or like I was saying earlier, genetics or whatever it is, this is the only thing I haven't really tried to see if it can really help me metabolically. And for a lot of people, this is unnecessary. Like, you just go through your life and you don't have these issues for whatever reason. And you could do what I've done and just eat carnivore approved foods, eat meat, eggs, bacon, whatever you like, dairy here and there. And I stayed about the same weight for a couple of years, minor fluctuations, but not a big deal. But then when I kind of let myself go with that heavy cream, it just added up. And eating pistachios, which is actually the only thing I've craved this whole time. Pistachios for some reason. That's weird. Maybe a nice egg. But I'm gonna stick to plan other than what I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna have some chicken wings tomorrow with my kids. I'm gonna just do some research tomorrow, hopefully, to look up how much fat protein is in chicken wings and just kind of stay at the same macros I've been at. And if I'm gonna ever eat over my 2 pounds, depending what it is, of beef equivalent, 80-20 beef equivalent-ish, I will say it's gonna be like maybe a date night with my wife, like a Tuesday and maybe a Saturday, because I have been getting a little bit hungry, and I know it's not good just to starve yourself. If you're hungry all the time, that's not good. I might have some days that I need to add some more fat in. That's looking pretty good. Looking good. Oh yeah. Chicka chicka. Yeah, so tomorrow I will do my official weigh-in and hopefully have something to talk about. That's one of the hardest things for me, is I feel like I'm just rambling and talking about stuff that I've already talked about, and then I get in my head. I'm just gonna keep on going, keep on pressing. If I'm learning stuff. Now, I just watched a podcast and listened to a podcast that crap, Gary Brecka in it, and he was talking about so many things that was just so interesting, and it's giving me more irritation in my soul when it comes to like food production. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I downloaded this app called Yuka, Y-U-K-A, and it lets you scan the barcodes of foods and see like if they're good or bad. So I was scanning stuff and I was like, this is bad, this is bad. It like harmful ingredients and stuff like that. Then I scanned some sour cream and it was like harmful ingredient, too much saturated fat. I'm like, this thing is stupid. But not necessarily. I think it might be a good learning tool for most people. That being said, if you're doing the carnivore diet, most things don't even need a barcode. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow or something like that. Pretty close to it. What time is it? Oh yeah, dinner time.
Kilby out.